Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Diane and I hope you're all okay. So let's get to it. So today I've decided to, let's put a pun on it, break the mould. I've recently seen Barbara on Resin make googly eyes in a coaster, which looked like a little monster, which I thought was adorable. So I thought I had to get some googly eyes and try this. But who said geode moulds have to be geodes? So I just thought these would make really cute little monster shapes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some clear resin in the bottom, a thin layer just to cover the bottoms. Put some googly eyes in face down so that they set in like Barbara did. And I'm going to make up this base from this mould and make a set of 4 to go with this and put lots of little googly eyes in this one. So I'm going to mix up some clear resin and I'll be right back after doing that. Forgot to mention, got these 2 packs of googly eyes from amazon.co.uk. One pack was £7 and I think the other one was £8, or besides a few pence. I like how some of them got, can you see the little eyelashes on these ones? They just look so cute. But I liked how there were some coloured ones as well as just the plain white ones, and there's some bigger of the ones with the eyelashes. So I'm going to work out what size will fit nice in here and in here and do the resin, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've mixed up 200 mils of clear resin, and I'm just going to put a thin layer on the bottom of everything, the sides, the top of the mould, the top of the rack, and these. I decided how cute would it look with have a set of different coloured eyes for each coaster, and then for this and the legs I found 4 of each of the different colours of the little eyes, except for the pink, because I didn't think the pink would be, because I didn't have pink. Well, there are pink, but I didn't want to put pink in here. And then for the teeny tiny little eye things, I'm going to put those in the legs there. So let's see how this turns out, if I can get it going or not. So like I say, I just want a tiny little layer in the base of all of these, because these moulds are really, really thin. So I'm not going to put much in here at all. Oh, that's probably a bit too much, but we shall see. Excuse my hand. Oh, there's another. Oh God, I can't decide what I'm doing now. Okay, we'll just put a blob in and just go from there. There are quite a few bubbles in my resin because unfortunately I can't mix by hand because it's painful. So the mixer I use, which you've seen me use before, puts a lot of bubbles in. So there we go. Right, so I'm going to try and spread that out. See if we can spread it out with them. One of those. Might be easier if I just move them over, isn't it? If anybody was wondering where the moulds come from, I got them from Just For You Online UK. I did buy them a long time ago. They've just been sat in their packets waiting for my studio to get finished. So I'm not sure if they still sell them. Some's pulled away from there and there, so we'll just dribble a bit more in there. Okay, now I'm going to try and get a thin layer in the bottom of these ones. So what we'll try and do, drizzle a little bit, oops, dripping. I think I got this mould as well from, it was either in a Temu haul or a Wish haul, not quite sure. Okay, I think I've got all of those filled in. And again, way too much resin. Could have probably done with half of that, but okay, right. So we'll just go around the edges, and if there are any bubbles caught in any corners or edges, we'll just drag them up to the centre, up to the top, sorry, to be popped. I just discovered you can actually create more bubbles with a micro brush than you actually get rid of. Because as I'm dragging this along here and there's no bubbles on it, it's actually causing bubbles. So I'm wondering if all this time we've been doing this and we've been creating our own bubbles. That's a bit annoying. What I'm going to do is, you see that it's got this little fuzzy bit on the end. I'm just going to try and pull that off and try without the little fuzzy bit on the end and see if that's any better, because that's really annoying that that's happening. Obviously there are some little bubbles there, but they're not, if I just do it with this bit now, they're not actually getting any bigger. Whereas before I was dragging that along and they were creating massive bubbles at the end of the line. Okay, so I'll leave that one like that. Let's try the coasters now. Right, okay. Just going to go around the edge again. Obviously it's not the end of the world if you get bubbles, but it's always nicer if you can avoid them. I'm not having much luck with my long lighter today. It just wants to seem to blacken everything. So I'm just going to use my little mini torch. Hopefully that doesn't have any effect. Just going to dribble a little bit more in some places, because pulling away again. Probably all pooling up down the bottom, the other end of the mould, because I think I said previously my desk is very much level, but for some reason my moulds don't seem to want to sit level. Very frustrating. But what can you do? You just have to. I've even got a J Diction levelling table, but even when I put that out, it still seems to be uneven. It's just crazy. So I'm going to give this a quick some alcohol this time. Okay, so now let's try bobbing these in. Oh, there goes one. Good old clumsy fingers have done it again. Oh, give me a minute. I'm just going to try and find that one. I gotcha. Saved from the floor. Okay. Right, so I'm going to move them four back there. Out the way. So now let's try these. I said I was putting these in there, didn't I? Oh, crap. Right. Fiddly little devils these are. So now for these tiny little ones, we'll just bob them here, there and everywhere. Okay. So I think maybe we should put a few in this one as well. I just don't think there's enough in there. That's a bit bald to me. So we'll just put a few of these little slightly bigger ones just to fill it up a bit. Fill in the gaps a bit and stop it looking so bare around the edges. Or in between the gaps rather, not around the edges, because it's not around the edges that's the problem. Okay, I think that should be enough now. But okay, so all I need to do now is leave these to set overnight and come back tomorrow and choose my colours for the background. Ooh, decisions. Okay, well, I'm just going to clean up now and I shall be back tomorrow to finish doing these. Okay, so it's the next day and they've all cured up nicely and I've been playing around. I've got the same colours out. Obviously I can't use red because it's really hard to get a really good red, and that's the closest red I've got at the moment. So I've chosen which colour I want to use with which colour eyes, which you can see here. So now what I'm going to do is I've learned a trick off watching somebody. I can't remember his, so sorry whoever you are. But apparently the best way to stop your micas getting, what's the word, bitty, clumps of dry mica in your, when you're mixing it in your resin, is to mix your mica with some alcohol first. So I'm getting a bit of 99%, I'm almost out, so it's not coming out very much. Tiny bit of 99% alcohol into the bottom of each tub. Well, silicone pot. It's not a lot at all. You don't know, there's a bit more than the rest. You don't need a lot. It's just to make a little paste kind of thing. So I'll set that aside a minute. I might need more, don't know, but first of all we're going to get the ruby. I can't remember where these, I think I got these from Amazon. They're, can you read that name? I can't, it's just letters. Again, they like making letters on these things, don't they? But anyway, so what I'm going to do is get a big spoon, heap spoon of each colour into the alcohol. And just set it aside. Oh, I can't pick these things up. Once I'm done, get some sticks. A stick for each one. I'll actually use the spoon and then wipe it off afterwards. There we go. That's way more alcohol than I needed, so I might leave that to sit a while. I'm going to take some of this alcohol back out of these tubs because I don't need that much, because we don't want it to compromise the resin setting. Might set that one aside and use that for something else and start another one. I'll be right back. Okay, so we'll try that again. Nice big heaped spoon. Not quite as big as the last one, but should be fine. Stick and just make a little paste. There we go, that's better. It's more of a paste. Well, it's still a liquid, but it's not completely runny. That's all dissolved into there now, so that's that one. And we'll go with the yellow for the blue eyes. So now I'm going to get rid of a few bubbles on the top of this. Tissue and pour some of this in there. There we go, that makes it nice. Look at that. So rich coloured. So that's the red. Pop that back there. How much did I put in there about? Like 40 ml. Is it 40 mils about? And I'm going to line up the eyes with colour I'm using for each eye combination. And now I'm going to put my gloves back on and get these things back down here. See, all of the bubbles came out overnight. So that's the green one. You can see, I can tell what they are by there, how it's leaked onto there a little. And that's the red one. Right, so I'm just gonna, what I did do overnight was I have a resin curing machine, but I didn't know I wanted the bubbles to clear by themselves, so I didn't bother with the turning it on. I just used the rack to pop them on to dry. So let's do the red first, and then what I'm going to do is pop them back onto into the tray once they're done, ready for to cure overnight again. So right, red is going to be green. Shall I remove the backing of the eye things, the sticky thing? No, I don't think I need to, do I? Right, gloves first, silly woman. Okay, right. So I've got myself a microphone ordered because one of my watchers apparently says they can't hear me because I speak a little too quietly. I'm too soft spoken. So I've got myself a microphone coming, and hopefully that will help with that. But I'm trying to speak up a little bit better so you can hear me. So let's just pour this straight on. Go around the eyes. So it just seeps in all to all the corners. It looks like a little snake going around. Bear with a minute. I'm going to just go over the top of that a moment now. The back of the eyes will probably be able to be seen from the back when this is finished, but I'm not bothered by that. You're not really going to be looking at the back of your coasters too often. Okay, so I'll just add the rest of this because it seems around 40mm is what's going to finish topping this up. I have a tiny little bit left in there. So I'm just going to pop this in the tray. And that's that one. So now we have the base. I know I said I'll stop talking, but I can't because I need to talk to you. So what I'm going to try and do is put a little layer of clear in here so that I can pour these last few in and try and mix them all together and see what happens, and hopefully they'll merge together and give a nice base. Got that to the side a second. I'm going to add the rest of this into these and just get slightly less opaque, I guess. So now let's bring this back in and we'll just go crazy with the colours. Sorry if you can't see through my hand. As you can see, just about. Green and yellow now. Hopefully it'll look nice. So now I'm going to mix, let's go green and red. Oops, get the green going as well. And yellow and blue, which will probably make green. Okay. So still left over with a little leftover bit over. Right, I'm going to mix these together because at the moment I'm not really liking it, so I'm just going to give a bit of a swirl. Okay, so I shall be back for the demold and hope it turns out nice. Okay, moment of truth. Time to demold these and see how they came out. Like I said, they're a little bit soft still because they've not been curing that long. But let's have a look how they came out. I'm going to demold them all, I think, and then place them down and have a look at them. After I've demolded them, I'm going to make you wait. And myself, to be fair. So let's see what we got. So all coming out nicely. A little bit of overspill in a couple of places, but that'll come off easy enough. Stand looks pretty cool. No idea what it's going to look like on the other side. Hopefully it looks as good as this side, but we'll find out, I guess, together. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, that is so cool. Look at that. You can, it's kind of funny how it's like you can see the resin kind of reflecting on the eyes. But that's kind of funny. It gives it kind of a double act of the eyes. And there's that one. That's cool. Oh, I really love these. These are cool. Do the eyes move? Oh yeah, boggle eyes move. Good. There's the blue. Excellent. And the green. There we go. They're really cool. I really like those. They're so fun. Thanks, Barbara, for the idea of resin nut. Really love those. So that's those. These moulds are very thin, like I said. As you can see, they're not thick at all, but I don't think you need a big fat mould, thick mould for coasters. Right, let's just get this out of here. Oh yeah, I've put loads of little eyes in this one, didn't I? Okay. Come on, out you go. Right, so again, a few little overspills. Oh, that bit fell off straight away anyway. And this one, right, let's get them out of the way a minute. Bit of overspill. Oh, get off my finger. I just love static. And this is why you shouldn't use a torch. Even though I used a lighter, it's more like a torch, because it does that. Thankfully it's not damaged the mould too much. Left a bit of the mould in there, but that's fine. I'll just know not to use that lighter in future. Again, it's done the same there. There we go, that's fine. I've just got to get these little bits out. Ooh, pop out. Good grief. There's one. Oh, these are hard. Let me move these guys out the way before I send them flying. There we go. Need a bit of leverage. Easy to pop these things. Or was it just me with my weak hands? Right. There we go. Right. I think the resin's actually fused a little bit onto the top of that as well. I'm not going to bother picking that off. But all in all, it's pretty much okay. So now time, I've got to cut those little bits out there. Trim the hole there. The overspill. It's only a very thin layer, so it's going through quite easily. There we go. same there. Around there. Okay, time to see what these look like. Right, so let's do the legs first. Oh, let's just trim the legs up a bit first. I could use my deburring tool, but I don't need to because it's only tiny little thin bits. It's easy just to knock it off with a blade. Okay, that's that done. So, oh dear, they kind of migrated to the edges. They still look kind of funny. And that one, yeah, it did the same, but still look funny. So that's the legs, and now we'll try see what this one looks like. Again, it's still bendy, but ta-da! Oh, that was funny. Lots of little googly eyes. I do like how the colour worked though. That's quite nice. So let's see how these go together. There's a piece of overspill. Let's go that one. Okay, so they go in like that. Obviously I'll need to glue them in, I think, because otherwise they're just not going to hold in because they're quite loose, which is a good thing. And then we can get these and we can sit them in like so. And they fit quite nice. Let me just get you down so you can have a better look at them. And there we go. They all sit in there nicely. It would have been nicer if I could have got them that way, but I guess I could go that way. But they kind of stick over the edge, so I like how they sit like that. That's fine. So there we go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.